Hello, everybody, and welcome to another digital marketing training. Uh, this is the American Institute of Digital Marketing. We are your digital marketing educators, and we are an organization created by insurance sales professionals for insurance sales professionals. So basically, everything that we do is directly related to helping you apply digital marketing concepts to make more sales. So we have a lot of material to cover. So let's get started right away. Let me get everything here ready. This is week 9. Remember that we classify these events on a weekly basis so that you can always go back and make sure that everything is based on the week of the year that you want to implement, and you can always go back and look at the recordings and all the materials that we include within the week. So we're going to be executing a mashup, as we always do. We're going to be doing the Medicare Advantage mashup. We're going to be executing today time horizon number 1, and we're going to be explaining again for those of you who are new what is a mashup and how we execute everything in terms of that. We're going to provide you with all the materials that you need in order to be able to successfully execute the Medicare Advantage mashup time horizon number 1. My role in this organization, Al Castellanos, I'm a CFP, Certified Financial Planner. I have many of you know I have a master's in financial planning. I have a master's in financial analysis. And one of the things that I completed in order to develop this program was this postgraduate diploma with the Emeritus Institute, which is an organization created by MIT and Columbia University. And many of the things that we are implementing today in all our digital marketing programs come from the guidance that we receive from all these academic programs that we have been participating in. But aside from that, one of the things that I want to emphasize is that in this digital marketing world, you have to make sure that you present yourself to your clients. And this template that you see here is one way or one of the templates that you can have to present yourself. And I want to, at this point, bring something very important, and it's the following. This is all about doing. So I don't want you to be there in your house looking at me on a critical, with a critical attitude, just waiting for me to deliver a message. This is not about that. I want you to think, and I want you to start creating ideas for yourself on how you're going to use and how you are going to mirror what we're doing here in order for you to develop your digital marketing strategy. So this template here, aside from me presenting myself to you guys, I want you to look at it, and you are going to develop something similar to this, where you have your image, a professional image, you have your licenses, some of your credentials, and anything that builds credibility for you. So that's the idea behind this. But again, I want to emphasize the fact that each slide that you see here and each one of the concepts that we're going to touch on today, this is not just about you learning. This is about you implementing, about you doing, okay? So you need to develop your own format, and we are here to help you do so. And we're going to explain to you how we do that. The template, this is another template, and since we're going to be doing the Medicare Advantage mashup, this will be a little bit different template. Here I am emphasizing my experience with Medicare. I'm showing people my 2021 AHIPS, a different touch on how you can present yourself. So again, you can have different versions of your presentation when you present yourself in any one of these different digital environments. I'm here showing you some of the different certificates you can use. For example, if you are aligned with a specific company, you can use the certificate for that company. In this case, this is my Humana certificate for 2021, or this is my Aetna certificate for 2021, or my Blue Cross certificate and my United certificate. Or if I want something that is not tied directly to a company, but it's more generic. I can have my own brand, which is something that we include and help you develop, okay, where you have your own brand and you are not what we call carrier specific, but you promote the business as you, instead of you using a specific company to promote business with. Now, one thing that we recommend is that you do both things. One, you promote yourself as the individual, as the expert on the topic, and then you can also promote yourself as a representative, as an agent of a very specific company. So you can do it both ways, and then you do what is called an A/B test, which is when you see, you put them both to compete against each other, and then you see which one is giving you better results, and you emphasize the one that is giving you better results. So again, these are all different ways you can present yourself, materials that you can use in order for you to promote yourself. Um, Let me just give you some insights of our different organizations. Premier Insurance Contracts, obviously that's the FMO. That's the one that gets all the contracts and the carriers and all that. Wealth Management Solutions is our e-commerce store, but now it's becoming a registered investment advisor. So we're going to be managing money here on the Wealth Management Solutions, and you're going to see in the next couple of weeks and months how we're going to be developing that. We have the American Institute of Financial Education, which is the educator. Here we provide you continuous education. You're going to be receiving in the next couple of weeks or months invitations for free continuous education that you can log on online and get it. And also here, we do financial literacy classes for the end user, for your clients. And we do those, but you can also do those. I'm going to introduce at the end of this session today our new TV channel, where if you do what needs to be done, okay, you can graduate, quote unquote, to be one of the presenters in our Roku channel. Now, I'll show you more information about that. So again, that's the American Institute of Financial Education. Then we have Cashback Universe, which is our cashback platform, and the American Institute of Digital Marketing, which is the organization that provides all these digital marketing training. So we have all these different organizations that are all working in helping you make more money, in helping you make more sales, and in helping you achieve all your professional objectives. The agenda, as always, is the same. We have three components to the agenda. We have the action component, where we take action, and that's the first thing we're going to do today. We're going to execute the mashup order of the day. Again, as we mentioned before, the mashup is Medicare Advantage, so we're going to execute T1, Time Horizon 1, on that mashup. Then we're going to talk about feedback. Feedback is very important, because feedback is all about you learning of what is happening, learning how to read what is happening, and being able to react to that. Okay, so we will be doing some guidance in terms of feedback in today's session. And then we have lecture, and in the lecture section, we basically learn about different aspects of digital marketing. So we touch on different concepts in this session, and then we guide you to all the different courses and the platforms that we have to help you continue developing your education on digital marketing. So that's the agenda. This is the mashup. So let's look a little bit about this Medicare Advantage mashup. This is our Medicare Advantage mashup. And what you see there, this is a loaded document. You see a lot of information there. And this is, again, a working document. This document that you see here is full of links and messages and images and videos that you are going to be using in the implementation or the execution of the mashup. So this is the mashup. Let's go back and review what a mashup is. Basically, a mashup is, this is a 5. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 channels. This is 5 different channels and 4 time horizons. Time horizon number 1, time horizon number 2, time horizon number 3, and time horizon number 4. So this is a 5-channel by 4 time horizon mashup. So this is a 20 event mashup. So you're going to be executing, you're going to be taking action on 20 different marketing events using different channels, using social media and using email marketing and using direct mail in order for you to implement a aggressive marketing strategy. So this is our Medicare Advantage mashup. It's a 5x4. We're going to be posting in LinkedIn. We're going to be posting in Facebook. We're going to be posting in Twitter or tweeting. We're going to be doing an email marketing campaign, and we're going to be also looking at direct mail. So 5 different ways to do it. And the time horizon is 4. In this case, the time horizon is on a weekly basis. So this is basically, we're going to execute this mashup over the next 4 weeks. So today we're going to execute time horizon number 1. So we're going to do everything that is here. And then the next week, we're going to execute time horizon number 2. And then we're going to do time horizon number 3. And then we're going to do time horizon number 4. And then we can repeat the mashup, or we can use other mashups. We have more than 100 different mashups where you can do all different types of things. You can be running 2 mashups simultaneously. You can be doing many different things. But again, we're going to focus on this one here today. The mashups, again, as I mentioned before, for example, if you look at the specifics, I'm sorry, let me go back here. If you look at the specifics of the mashup, let me magnify this. This is a message here with a bit.ly shortener. So this is a bit.ly shortener here, okay? So it has bit.ly shorteners, it has images, it has videos, it has a lot of different things. So again, as I mentioned before, this is a loaded document and you have access to it. And I'm going to show you how to have access to the mashup in the next couple of slides. Okay, so again, let's get started. Let's take action. Let's execute the mashup order of the day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out of the presentation and I'm going to go to our website, to one of our digital marketing platforms. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to, let me get another one so that you see the whole thing. I want to show you the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to go to www.amidim.com. That's the American Institute of Digital Marketing. That is our digital marketing platform. And you see different things there. You see a store, and you see my library, and you see Come and Learn, and About Us, and the blog. So when you want to register for any one of our trainings, you come to the Come and Learn tab here, and you register for that. Okay. In the store, you're going to see all the different programs, all the different courses that we have there. And my library, as you register into all these different courses, then we put them specifically for you on your account on the My Library. So let's look at the store initially. So I'm going to click here where it says store. And this is an idea of the different types of courses that we have designed for you. Now, as part of being a contractor with us, one of the things that you get, one of the perks that you get is that all these courses are free of cost to you. Okay, so you're going to see some of these courses here where we charge some money for them. This is for agents that want to continue without an association with us, but they like what we're doing, so we can charge them for that. But the idea is that we give you access to all of this training for free as part of the perks that you receive by being in business with us. So this is the overall store. And again, we have multiple courses. The one that we're going to be executing today is this one, the Medicare Advantage mashup. So this is the one that we're going to be executing today. So I invite you all to go to amidim.com and click on the store tab. Click on the store tab here. And then look for the Medicare Advantage mashup here, and you click on it, okay? And you're going to enroll into that course. I'm going to do it. I am already registered, so my route is going to be a little bit different than yours, but I'm going to click there, and it's telling me that I'm already, I did purchase the course in the past, so I'm already inside. So I'm going to go there, and now I'm inside my courses, and I'm going to look for it now. And here it is. So I'm going to start the course. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to start the course here. So this is the course. This is the platform, the educational platform. One of the things that you can do as you become more seasoned and better in terms of using digital marketing, you can create your own courses. So you can create a Medicare Advantage course for your clients, and you can invite them to watch you presenting on different topics, and you can do something very similar to this in our platform. That's part of what you can do with us. Okay, so this is the course. It has time horizon number 1 here. Let me just give you an overall tour of the structure of the course. Then we have the time horizon. This is time horizon number 2, time horizon number 3, time horizon number 4. We have here the who is the instructor, in this case me, and some information about myself. And then it tells you where you are in terms of the process. Obviously, I am already a little bit more advanced, so that's why it's showing that we have 3 out of 4 lessons completed. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on time horizon number 1. I'm going to click on time horizon number 1, and I'm going to enter the first module. Okay, so I'm going to click here. And now I am in time horizon number 1. This is what we're going to be doing today. So this is the actual implementation of the plan for today. And the first thing we do is we show you the image that we're going to be using. So we select some content for every week or for every time horizon. Remember, you can have time horizons that are weekly. In this case, they're weekly, but you can have daily, you can have hourly time horizons, you can have monthly time horizons, whatever. And there are different reasons why you would change the time horizon for different strategies. Okay, so for example, if you have a strategy for somebody that is going to be having a newborn, you would implement a mashup specifically directed to selling products to that individual that is going to be having a kid, like life insurance and other things, and you would do it over a 15-day period right before the newborn is born. So just to give you an idea how you would change a time horizon for a different strategy, okay? But today, we're going to be doing a weekly time horizon, and this is the image that we are going to promote in different digital marketing channels. Now, what this one here is with our information, our digital brand here. These are our digital brands, Premier and the Medicare Resource Center for Medicare. But one of the things that you get, we will personalize and create your digital brands for you. So you will have your own digital brands down here. In fact, your first digital brand is your name. So you would have what we call the diamond, and then your first name up here and your last name in the bottom. That is the first digital brand that you have with us. And then we would help you create a specific digital brand for the line of business that you are doing. In this case, we use the Medicare Resource Center, but we will come up with your own specific brand for Medicare. And you do the same thing for ACA, for final expenses, for life insurance, for annuities, for financial planning, for whatever line of business, for auto and homeowners insurance. You do basically the same concept here. And then obviously you need to personalize it by changing this information here, okay? And making sure that you have your information. We also have this section here called the download section. And I want to emphasize that this is documents that you can download. And that's why I mentioned at the beginning, we are on week 9. You can go to week 9 and make sure you download these documents here, because these are materials that you're going to be using, okay? So you have the download section here, which it's always important because there we place everything that you can download to use in any one of these different promotions that you're going to be implementing. So let's scroll down here. So again, we show you what the mashup is. As I mentioned before, we're going to be executing time horizon number 1, and we're going to be executing in 5 channels. So we're going to be executing in LinkedIn. We're going to post in LinkedIn. We're going to post in Facebook. We're going to tweet a message. We're going to send an email marketing campaign, and we're going to be doing direct mail. So let's get started right away with that. So I'm going to scroll down. And here on step 2, you have the specific instructions for each one of the digital marketing channels. Okay, so here we have LinkedIn now. Let me just make an important comment here, or something that is dramatic that is happening right now. I don't know if you are all aware of the fact that there is a huge fight, one of the largest corporate fights, I would say that in the history of this nation. And it's a fight between Apple and Facebook. They are really having a confrontation because Apple wants for information not to be shared, and Facebook is all about sharing information. So each one is going in their own direction, and they're having a huge fight. And Apple took certain measures that are going to directly affect Facebook. So the point is that the numbers that you get whenever you do any marketing in Facebook are going to substantially change over the next year. There is a major adjustment in that. So now it's even more important than ever before to make sure that you have a digital marketing strategy that includes multiple channels. So that is the importance of not always depending on one thing, but having multiple channels, what we call omni-channel agent, where you do marketing through different channels, okay? And that way you don't depend exclusively on one channel or the other. So those individuals that have not been doing anything on LinkedIn or in Twitter or in email marketing or on direct mail, and they have been depending on Facebook, they're going to have a major drop in terms of their results. So again, I want to emphasize the importance of this multiple channel strategy. So this is exactly what we're doing here. So let's get started with LinkedIn. So basically what we have here is we have a message. Are you turning 65 or new to Medicare? And that's the message of the week, okay? I can help. And we have here what I call a bit.ly shortener. So this is a bit.ly shortener, which is basically a link to something. In this case, it's a link to the image. So if I click on it, I will see this image here. Let me do that. I want to click on it, and it should take me to this image, okay? My recommendation is that you download this image to your computer because we're going to be using it in different things. And again, you download it and then you can talk to one of the digital marketing trainers and say, hey, I want to change this information here, or I want to change, I want you to help me develop my digital brand. So you can use this as guidance of what you want, how you want to personalize. So let me go back to, oh, I think let me need to go back. That's one of the problems when I have so many things open. So again, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, this is my Twitter account here. Second, my LinkedIn, I'm sorry, we're starting with LinkedIn. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy this here, copy, and I'm going to open my LinkedIn account. Okay, this is my LinkedIn account here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, normally when I get into any one of my accounts, one of the things that I do is I look at my own activity to see what I have been posting and what I have been doing, and check out, the different things. So, and I want to see the type of posts that I have there. So for example, here I am promoting in my LinkedIn account mutual funds. Okay, so I'm talking about mutual funds there, asset allocation. So depending on what you want to promote, then you have different types of posts. Okay, here is the split annuity. So the concept, this is to sell annuities. So it just gives you an idea of the type of content that we have that you can use for depending on the line of business that you want to promote. Okay, and here, for example, I'm talking about my book. My book is coming out. Hopefully, I would say by the end of May. I don't know. By the end of May, we should have the book. And the book, we're going to be, each one of the chapters of the book is going to be a program that we're going to be placing in our TV channel. Okay, so I'm talking about the book there. So you can post images, videos, whatever you want. Okay, so let me go back here, and I'm going to go here, check it out. I'm going to go to home here, and I'm going to start a post, and I'm going to just paste basically paste the what I copied from my Amidim platform, and you need to make sure that you see the image. Okay, that is your confirmation that everything is aligned and that everything is right. You need to make sure that you see the image. Right now we are with the editor. We haven't posted this yet. We are talking to the LinkedIn editor. Now you could add hashtags to this. I'm not going to get into that today, but hashtags is a powerful tool that allows you to connect with many different things. Okay, you could add hashtags that have to do with different groups or different activities or different initiatives that you might have. I'm not going to get into that, but when you do your own posts, I would like you to start getting into using hashtags because it's a very powerful tool to connect. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this. And that's my post right there. So I see it there. It says post was successful. View it. I want to make sure that I see it. Okay, so there it is. It's posted. Okay, so it's everything is there. And what I will do is during the week, I will come in here and check on activity and what type of movement I have around this post. If people like it, if people don't like it, if people make comments. So this is one way to get started with that process. Okay, so let me close um, this account here because I have too many things open. Let me go back to here. So there we go. We already executed the Medicare Advantage mashup for time horizon number 1 in LinkedIn. That's all. That's it. You already posted. If you are following me and you're doing it as we speak, you just posted in LinkedIn a Medicare Advantage message. Okay. Now we're gonna go to Facebook and we're gonna do something similar with Facebook. So let me go to my Facebook account. This is my Facebook account. And the first thing I do in my Facebook account is I see all my different pages. As you can see here, I have 56 different Facebook pages. And these are all the different pages that I have. Okay, you have a lot of different pages for different strategies, for different things that I do. Okay, and each one of them is aligned with one specific line of business. So if I want to sell annuities, I use my Facebook annuity page that in this case is the Annuity Service Center. Okay. If I want, for example, to do final expenses, I use my Facebook final expenses landing page. This is what we call landing pages. So you're going to start building landing pages, and we are going to help you build these landing pages. So you're going to build all these different landing pages and you're going to use them in your specific line of business marketing. So in this case, I have a Medicare Advantage message. So I'm going to use, let's say I could use Medicare for You, which is one of my pages for this, or I can use the 5-year roadmap, which is another one that I use for this. Let me use the 5-year roadmap page because I'm going to be looking at other things there. This is my 5-year roadmap page here, okay? And these are some of the things that I post there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post here, create a post, okay? Now I'm going to go to my Amidim. A second again. I have to make sure, I have too many things open, so I have to be careful here. Let me go back to my course here. I think I have to, I think I closed it. So let me go back in there. There we go. I'm going to go to Facebook. And basically, I'm going to just take the bit.ly shortener here for the image, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it in my Facebook 5-year roadmap page. I'm going to paste it there. Okay, and again, make sure that you see the image. Okay, this is what we call you're talking to, again, to the editor. You can do many different things with this. You could boost this post, as it says here. I'm not going to boost this post. I'm not going to spend money promoting this. Okay, if when you talk about boosting the post is that you are going to spend some money in some type of Facebook ad campaign, that's not the case that I'm going to be doing here, but that's something that you can do. And in fact, that's something that we do a lot. Um, and that's how we get leads. So I'm not going to get into the specifics of how to boost it and all that at this point. I just want to make sure that I post this image on my Facebook Medicare Advantage, and here I talk about specifically about preventive services landing page. So I'm going to post it there. It's posting, and there it is. Okay, so I just posted that on my 5-year roadmap, which is basically, by the way, we have a whole training on the 5-year roadmap questionnaire and how you can use it to obtain Medicare Advantage leads for people that are turning 65 or people that already have Medicare. So this is one of the pages that we use for that type of marketing activity. So there it is. I'm gonna close that. Go back to the American Institute of Digital Marketing now. So we have executed that the mashup order of the day for LinkedIn and for Facebook. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing with Twitter. So we're going to tweet this image in Twitter. Now, with Twitter, it's a little bit different because the Twitter editor does not take the image directly. So what we have to do is you're going to click on the bit.ly shortener. Here are the Twitter instructions. Here are the Twitter instructions. This is the message, and this is the actual image. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to click on the bit.ly shortener, which is this element here. This is the bit.ly shortener. You click on it and you open the image. Then you take the image and you save it into your computer into a folder that you have exclusively for this type of messages. So I'm going to save it. Save image as, and I think I already did it, but I'm going to go to, for example, I'm going to go to documents and I'm going to go to, and I want to show you how to do it because you need to make sure that you create a folder for that. So in this case, it's week 9. So I'm going to save it here in week 9. I'm going to save it there. So I know where I have it. It's already saved there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going back to my digital marketing platform at Amidim. Okay. Here I have the Twitter message. I take the whole message. Make sure you don't miss anything there. I'm going to do it from left to right so I don't miss that first part there. And I'm going to go to my Twitter account here. And I'm going to upload the image. Again, you cannot just copy. If you copy the link directly, it won't take it. So you have to upload. Let me do it for you to see what I mean. So if I paste it, you see the bit.ly shortener there, but the image won't come in. Okay, so that's why you need to upload the image. So I'm going to click here where it says media, and I'm going to look for the image. And I'm going to upload it. There it is. So now I have it there. And again, you can do different things here. You can tag people with this. You can add a description. You can add comments. You can do a lot of different things. For example, if you have a list of people that are turning 65 or any one of your clients that are over 65, you can tag them here and they will get some message about it. So let me tweet this. And there it is. Your tweet was sent. View the tweet. Make sure you always view the tweet, okay? So that you know that it went through. Okay, so there it is. It has been tweeted, okay? And you need to make sure that you are always following up on this later. And that's why we're going to be talking about the feedback section on how you get into all these different accounts and you see what type of activity you are generating with all these posting that you are doing. So that's the Twitter account. So let me go back to the Amidim platform. So there we have it. Okay, we have already executed the mashup order of the day for Medicare Advantage, time horizon number 1, for LinkedIn, for Facebook, and for Twitter. So we have posted in LinkedIn, posted in Facebook, and tweeted in Twitter, in our Twitter account. Okay, now we're going to go into email marketing. Now we're going to go into email marketing. So let me just talk a little bit about that. Now, email marketing is the most powerful tool that you will ever have at your disposition. It is fundamental that you master how to do aggressive and proper email marketing. You need to have a platform for that. Okay, now you can email people images, videos, documents. You can do a lot of different things with your email marketing campaigns. You need to have a email marketing platform for you to implement an email marketing strategy. Okay? What we're going to do here today is not using an email marketing platform. We use different ones. We use Constant Contact. We use another one called Savicom. We use different platforms for an email marketing campaigns. And you need to make sure that you start using an email marketing platform to be able to send many emails. At the end of last year, we were sending around 500,000 emails a month. And our new objective, and I don't know exactly when we're going to get there. So, we had a little setback there. But initially, we wanted to make sure we had that by the end of this year. And I don't know if we're going to be able to accomplish this by the end of this year. But basically, our objective is to be sending 15 million emails a month. 15 million emails a month. Okay? That is our objective. That's where we want to go with this. When you are sending 15 million emails a month, you are in the big leagues of sending emails. And again, we're not there. We are at the 500,000 emails a month, and we have a long way to go. But the point is that we are getting better and better and learning more about sending emails. And we want you to learn how to send emails also. And you get started by doing what we're going to be doing here today. Now, in this specific email, we're going to be sending a video. This is about, remember, it's about Medicare. In this case, we're going to be talking about Medicare preventive services. And so let's watch the video. Here is the link to the video that is going to be included in the text of your email. So let's watch this video here. I'm going to click on it. I hope you all can hear it. So let's click on it.
Hi, I'm Angela James at the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. I've got some important information to share with you about Medicare's preventive benefits. Did you know millions of people with Medicare have taken advantage of expanded benefits like preventive services, cancer screenings, and yearly wellness visits, all without paying a dollar out of pocket? An easy and important way to stay healthy is to get disease prevention and early detection services. I'm talking about services
Okay,
like
you
exams,
got the idea.
shots,
Okay, this is
lab
a
tests, screenings, monitoring, and
one
counseling.
and one
These services can be
minute and
done
13
online
second
where the
video
treatment works the
that
best.
you can send to
Maybe
all
you know
your
certain diseases.
Medicare clients
So talk with your
or to
doctor
all
or
the people that
healthcare
are turning
provider to find out what
65, or you
preventive
can do
services
different things with
you
this type
need
of videos.
and
Now,
how often you need them to stay healthy.
here we're getting into
I'm
another
excited to help you make
area
Medicare
of
your
what
best
we
friend.
do, which
Check out
is
My
video
Medicare ASAP.
marketing. Now,
You can
what you
start
want to do, and
anytime.
let me
Get a
get out of
two-year
this video
counseling and
here. So
Medicare
I'm going
benefit
to
test and screen.
X out of here. Let me go back to the platform. Okay. So the point is this. Here we're sending an email with a video of a lady talking about Medicare preventive services. That is good, but that is not good enough. What we want to do is we want to make sure that you send a video where you tell people about Medicare preventive services. And we have a whole platform to help you develop that. In fact, that's the reason why we recently added our Roku TV channel, because one of the places where we're going to be placing all those videos, which are basically they're not videos anymore. They become part of a program, of an educational program that you develop. So we're going to be placing them there, but you can place them on YouTube. You can send them on emails. So the point is that not in this course, but if you want to learn how to use videos to sell, we have a whole training directly related to that. We want you to start emailing videos about different topics to your clients. But more important than that, we want to make sure that you are the one in the video and not you sending somebody else's video where somebody else is the one that really knows about some topic. So that's, again, the next step to this process. Get in contact with us. So I will teach you how to develop all the different elements that you need in place in order to be able to successfully activate a video marketing campaign. And you can use multiple channels for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my email, I'm going to open my email account. I'm going to copy and paste here. So I'm going to just copy here. And this is the subject line of the email. So we give you the subject line and everything. And this is the actual body. Okay. So I'm going to click here, copy. And I'm going to go to and I already opened it because I didn't want to have issues there. So I'm going to just create a new message and I'm going to paste. Okay. So I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to take, obviously, the subject line and put it in the subject line. So I'm going to just cut this here, cut, and add it to the subject line here, paste. Okay. So that's the subject line. I'm going to make sure that I take this out. Okay, so that's my email. And I'm going to send it to myself just to, by the way, this is an email that I just used for this training. This is not my actual email for everything, but I just use it for these training sessions. So if you want to send me an email, don't send me an email to this address. Send it to alcastellanos@prinsuco.com. Okay, so there is the email. I'm going to send it. There we got it. So I got it. Okay, and that is the email. I already checked that the video link was working when I did click on it before. So there it is. Now, again, remember what I told you about us sending 500,000 emails a month. That's around 16,000 emails a day. You cannot send with this format 16,000 emails a day. You cannot send 200 emails a day because you will go crazy. So you can do this manual process if you're sending 20, 30 emails at the most a day. But if you really want to get serious about email marketing, you really need to get into one of these platforms, and we have several of those where we are affiliated with them, and they give you a discount. They give you a discount if you use any one of these platforms, and we'll show you how to use the different email marketing platforms for you to send a lot of emails. So again, make sure that you get started by sending individual emails like I just show you here, but you need to move away from that as fast as possible because you need to have large numbers. So again, now let me go back to Amidim. We go, and now we have executed our Medicare Advantage mashup time horizon 1. We have posted in LinkedIn. We have posted in Facebook. We have posted in Twitter. We have sent an email or an email marketing campaign. And finally, we're going to be doing direct mail. Now, direct mail is it's very interesting what is happening with direct mail, because direct mail was a dying industry a couple of years ago. When all these Facebook stuff came up and Google and all these digital marketing, direct mail took a hit. But now direct mail has evolved a lot. And it's taking some of the elements of digital marketing where you use direct mail as part of a sequence of events that happen, where you can, for example, you include in your postcard a QR and people take an image of that with their cell phone and they end up in your website or in a link where you can give them a quote. I mean, it's very dynamic now, it's changing a lot. So direct mail is a very important component of your marketing efforts. And you need to make sure that you incorporate that. And we do it in two different ways. In this specific case, we do it with a carrier. I'm going to show you how to do it with Humana, one of our Medicare Advantage carriers. If you want to do what I'm going to show you now, you need to be contracted with us with Humana. But we also have a preferred provider for direct mail where you can send pieces, marketing pieces that we can help you develop. And we can even provide you with the lists at no cost to you for you to do some direct mailing. And we'll talk about it not today. We'll talk in another session. We'll talk about our non-insurance carrier direct mail provider. And you can have that type of relationship with them. But today I'm going to show you how to do it for Humana. Now, before I get there, so this is the piece that we're going to be sending. So let me click on it. This is the bit.ly shortener of the piece that you're going to be sending. So let me click on this here. And that's the marketing piece. Obviously, it has our brand here. But again, what you want to do is you want to personalize it. So it will be you here instead of us. And again, remember that we can help you create your brand. Your brand will be, if you want us to help you with your brand, it will be the diamond and then your first name up here and your last name in the bottom. So that will be your digital brand, your personal digital brand. In this case, you don't have to give the business digital brand because we're already emphasizing Humana in this case. But we'll help you develop your brands. So that's the front of the card, and this is the back. And again, what you have to do, and I'm going to show you how to do now, you're going to personalize this information here, and you're going to personalize this information here so that it includes your information and not our information. So let me show you how to do that. Now, you're going to go to our main website. Let me open that, which is www.prinsuco.com. So let me go there, prinsuco.com. And here you have this tab here that says insurance carriers here, insurance carriers. So it's right there. And if you click on it, it opens a bunch of insurance carriers. And you're going to look for Humana. You have to be very careful. So let me go to Humana. What is Humana Health Plan? There it is. So I'm going to click on it. And you have a bunch of links here. You have a bunch of links here. Each one of these lines is a link. So you have this one that says Humana Content Production Video. Humana Content Production Video. I'm going to click on it. And this is a long video. Okay, it's a 16-minute video that we put together for you, where we show you exactly what you need to do in order to log in into your Humana portal and look for the specific marketing piece that you want to mail out and personalize it. So I'm not gonna play the whole thing. You know, again, as I mentioned before, it's 16 minutes, but it shows you how we do it. And let me just, I'm gonna just move forward. So where do you sign in and all the information, and where you need to go with the tabs, and again, you know, they have a lot of different pieces, how to select a different type of piece, and they have all these different categories on how you can select. So let me continue moving forward. Let me just, I'm moving too fast here. Go ahead and take this piece. How to personalize it with your specific information. So again, it's 16 minutes of instructions on how to personalize any type of different piece designed by Humana. They have flyers, they have posters, they have cards, they have all different types of things that you can use. And the most important thing is you can, if you are with Humana, you can use their mail out platform to mail out. But if you want to do it independently, again, we will cover with you in another occasion different providers that would allow you to mail out your own content. In fact, you can also mail out Humana's content. And we look at the prices, and they're very similar, even though the carriers normally subsidize a little bit. Let me turn this off because I don't want to be talking over it. So let me finish it here. So again, if you go to the Prinsuco website, let me go back there. You go to the Prinsuco website, and you go to insurance carriers here, and you look for Humana Health Plans here, and you click on that there, and the third one here, Humana Content Production Help. And there is a bunch of really good information to promote Humana here, PowerPoint presentations and a lot of different things, okay? And we have all the different sales presentations in video. So we have a lot of stuff there that you can use, obviously, if you are contracted with Humana. And we have that for many different carriers. So again, what I wanted to emphasize is our Prinsuco website, where we have a lot of information, plenty of it directly related to digital marketing for you to have content, which is very important in what you're doing here. Okay, so let me go back to the actual presentation. And that is the final element of our Medicare Advantage matchup execution for today. So we have posted in LinkedIn, posted in Facebook, posted in Twitter or tweeted something. We have sent an email out, and I hope that you start doing email marketing campaigns, and then you can do direct mail. By the way, we have a form here in the download section that I want to show you. It's called the data marketing selection form here, data marketing selection form. And if you download that form there, okay, this opens this document here. And this document here is how you align a marketing campaign. So you have the line of business, the carrier, the type of the company that you want to use, the age range, the income level, and where you want to do it. And this is how we provide you with a list. We go with you through a digital marketing, data marketing selection form, and then we come up with a list of names that are aligned with whatever you selected here, and then you can use that in your direct mailing campaign. So again, you can download this form from the download section of our course. Here, that's the data marketing selection form. And here you will find the piece that we have been using today, the Medicare Advantage Time Horizon 1 piece that you have been seeing all the time. So that's the end of the execution of the Time Horizon number 1. Now, it took us almost an hour or 30 minutes to do it. But if you are doing it by yourself and you know exactly what you need to do, it's going to take you between 5 and 10 minutes to do the whole thing. Every week is going to take you between 5 and 10 minutes to do the whole thing. That's how much time it will take you once you know exactly what you are doing. Obviously, we went through all the different steps and everything here, so that's why it took us so long. So that's the end of that part there. Let me go back to the PowerPoint presentation. And we completed the action component. Now let's talk a little bit about feedback. By the way, we're going to go till before noontime. So we have a little bit, half an hour more to go, where we're going to be talking about feedback and also covering a little bit about marketing funnels, which are very important. So in the feedback section, again, this is information about reactions to your digital marketing efforts. So when you do digital marketing, you need to have a sense of what are people thinking about you? How are they perceiving you? How are they interacting with you? How much money are you spending? What type of results you're getting? It's all here on the feedback section, okay? So I'm gonna just show you some aspects of the feedback analysis that we do for one of our lines of business, in this case, for a Facebook campaign. So let me go to our Facebook account and show you. Let me go here to, let me start closing some of these. I have a lot of things here, so I want to make sure I start Facebook. Here is my Facebook campaign. And again, we go here to the pages. Okay, and if you see it on the left-hand side, you have all the different pages here. Let's go. I'm going to select the 5-year roadmap page, any one of the pages. In this case, I'm going to select this one. And you have here two elements, the ad center here. So you have the ad center and the lead center. Those are the two that I first look all the time. So let me look first on my lead center. This is all the leads that I have been generating with this. And these are my leads. So if I look at it, these are, for example, today, these are the leads that have been generated with one of our different campaigns. Okay, and you can get more information on that. And we get a lot of information. We get the phone, the source, the full name, the email address. We get a lot of information on all those leads. So that's one thing that we do. And then I'm going to click here on the ad center. And I'm going to click here where it says all ads. So I'm going to click here, all ads here. Let me click one more time. Okay, so I go there and I go to the ads manager. Ads manager here. I'm going to click on ads manager here. And I'm getting into my ads manager account here with Facebook. And I'm going to look for the specific account here. I'm going to look for my Prinsuco account. And this is going to give me information. And you can do it here this month. Let's do last month. So I'm going to look at last month. So I'm going to go last 30 days here. So I'm going to do last 30 days. So that gives me an idea of more or less the month of February. So basically, I had 3 campaigns active. Let me make this a little bit. 3 campaigns active. That's 1, 2, 3 different campaigns active that I had last month. And this is a campaign that we're doing for Facebook, for Medicare Advantage Preventive Services. We started this campaign in October of 2020, and we're using a questionnaire in Broward County in Florida for this campaign. And then this is a Facebook final expense campaign that we started also in October of last year. And then we have a Facebook Medicare Advantage Preventive Services also using a questionnaire campaign that we started in August of 2020. Okay, and basically this campaign here, these are the budgets for the campaigns. This one has a this one in Broward County has a $5 per day budget. So we cannot spend more than $5 per day on this one. And these two down here, they have a $20 per day budget limit. Okay, so I can spend with these 3 campaigns at the most $20, $40, $45 a day. That is my budget for this campaign. So that's very important that you learn how to manage your budgets. Okay, so let me go here to some of the results. Okay, and this gives me some idea of everything. So for these 3 campaigns, we spent during the last 30 days, we spent $1,350. $1,350. That's total spent for these 3 campaigns in the last 30 days. And we had a total of 53,000 impressions and 27,000, almost 28,000 reaches. Now, what is reach is how many different people saw the ad. So we had 28,000 people seeing our ads in Facebook. And they saw it a total of 53,000 times. So basically almost each person that saw the ad saw it 2 times. So that gives you an idea if people are looking at your ads or not. So that's one way, something that we look at very, very directly. Okay? Let me go up here. And then these are the leads. So the Broward campaign, we generated 12 leads here. With the Facebook Max campaign, we generated 27 leads. And with the Facebook Maps in Harris County, we generated 30 leads. So we generated 57, 67, 69 leads with these three campaigns, spending a total of $1,350. Okay? So, and this will give you also the cost. Let me see where I can see the cost per, this is the cost per result, the cost per lead. So this campaign on Broward County for Medicare Advantage, the average cost per lead last month was $12.50. This final expense campaign that we did in the Houston metropolitan area, the average cost per lead was $22.26. And again, we generated, I don't remember, I think it was 27. And then this other campaign here, the average cost was $20. Okay, $20 per lead. So we're generating Medicare Advantage leads at around $20 per lead. And we're generating final expense leads at around $22 per lead. You are doing that yourself. When you implement a strategy like this is your cost, and these are your leads. These are exclusive leads. This is, you created these leads. You're not sharing these leads with anybody. You're not having 5 different people calling at these people. It's you. Okay, so that's the power of you learning how to use digital marketing, but also need to learn how to do this type of analysis of your accounts so that you know what you're doing, what you're doing, and how to adjust it. So I'm not going to get into more specific. We don't have too much additional time. So this is what we call feedback, and this is something that you need to learn how to do. We can have individual sessions with you where we can help you. If you have a campaign implemented, we will go over your specific campaign with you, and we will help you analyze it and tweak it so that it becomes more efficient. And as we go. So let me go back to the presentation. That was the, let me start from here from the current slide. So that's one aspect of feedback. You need to do this with any one of the different channels that you are using. If you are using LinkedIn or YouTube or Google or whatever, you need to make sure that you learn how to look at those numbers and massage them and tweak them so that you adjust and optimize whatever result you are getting. So that's the feedback section. Let me finish by getting into lecture, and here I want to cover something that has to do with marketing funnels, which I think is very important. It's something that for me, this that I'm going to mention now is one of the most difficult things for people to understand. I have been selling financial products for almost 40 years, and I have worked with some people that make more than $1 million a year selling financial products. And I have also worked with people that make $300 a month selling financial. They don't make $5,000 a year selling financial products. So I have seen all the spectrum of the most successful ones and the ones that are failing. And one of the major differences that I can identify is that all those that fail do not understand that selling is a process, that you need to move people through a process, okay? And they just want to find somebody that is really willing to buy something right now and sell to them. Well, when you do it that way, you're not going to be successful. You're going to just run into somebody that needs your product once in a blue moon. So you need to make sure that you understand that it's a process, okay? So I want to emphasize the concept of marketing funnels. So what is a marketing sales funnel? And this is before we get into digital marketing. This is marketing funnels in general, okay? Basically, it's a collection. Let me emphasize it like this, a collection of stages. So it's a sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a collection of stages that you ideally want potential customers to move through towards your key objective. So the perfect sell, the most powerful way for you to sell is when you are taking people through a marketing funnel. That's when you are really in control of the process. When you're just selling to somebody that you just run into because they needed whatever you were offering at that time, yeah, you make the sale, but you're not in control of that sale. That same individual can just bounce into somebody else 3 days later and repeat the same process again, and you have a chargeback. So you don't want to just run into people selling. You want to make sure that people, you take them through a process where you know exactly what you want them to do. You want them to get to know you. You want them to get to trust you. You want them to get to like you. You want them to really learn about the product that you're selling to them. You want them to close the deal and sell them the product, and then you want them to send you more clients. So that's what you want to do with these marketing funnels, and that's the overall strategy associated with marketing funnels. And again, this is a major differentiator between winners and losers in selling basically anything in this life. So now let's get more specific. Now let's talk about a digital marketing funnel. Okay, we're going to take the concept of marketing funnels and we're going to get more specific. You have all these elements that happen. You have traffic, you have all the internet, people in the internet, people everywhere looking at things. And what you want to do is you want to create a funnel where you convert that traffic into buyers. That's that's basically what you want to do. And you can do that in many different ways. You can do that with email marketing, social media, video and television, offline marketing, referring links, display ads. And we do a lot of these different things. Now we are adding our TV element to it. Okay, we have developed video and now we're developing television. But the point is that you generate all these different ways for you to somehow get your hands into that traffic, get them into a sales funnel, and make them your client. And these are the steps that are part of the process: awareness and consideration and preference and action and loyalty and advocacy. So there is a science behind it that you need to learn and that you need to implement. By doing what we did today, you have been working in your marketing funnel. You have been creating awareness of the fact that people now know that you sell Medicare Advantage. That's part of the process. Okay, if somebody sees your ad and then they have their grandmother, they can say, hey, why don't you go and talk to this guy? I know he sells Medicare Advantage because I saw his ad the other day on, whatever. And that's part of the awareness and consideration element and preference element. So again, this is the marketing funnel. And you need to make sure that you go through that process. Now let's get even more specific. Okay? So we go from a very spatial image, where you talk about, oh yeah, I need to have activity, to something more specific, to something really specific. This is what we call the blueprint. This is what you need to have in place in order to move people through the funnels. You have to have a lot of things in place. And again, this is another major failure of individuals, where they think that it's just posting on Facebook or posting here or sending. No, it's a whole process that need to have all these elements in place for you to be successful. And you have to have, and let me just go over it. You have the channels, so you have multiple social media channels, and then you create an ad, and then you add landing pages. You have landing pages, the ones that I show you in Facebook, for example. This is what we call inside the channel landing pages, and then you have outside the channel landing pages. So you have to have two different types of landing pages, one inside of the channel, one outside of the channel. And then you need to connect that to a CRM system, customer relationship management system, very advanced, very sophisticated, very powerful CRM system that captures all the information that you are generating and puts it in some type of order. And then you need to develop content. All these videos that we're talking about, all these images that we're talking about, these are your own content that you're going to feed into your landing pages and to your ads and everything. And then you're going to have some marketing automation activities. So you're going to have these tools, and that will send them sequence of emails um, with specific messages where you enhance the relationship with those individuals. And then you have what we call agent originated activities, some other things that you're going to do outside of an automated process, where you have a phone call or you email them a quote or you email them other documents that are not part of an automated campaign. And that's how you implement a strategy to move people from this to this to this. That's how you go through the whole process, okay? So again, and we will help you implement each one of those boxes that you see there. We have a lot of things, a lot of tools for you. These are part of our packages, okay? You need to have all these different tools. Now, we offer you a lot of things. You don't have to, at no cost to you, but you have to be contracted with different carriers with us, where we help you develop your digital brands, and we give you a CRM system, a customer relationship management system with marketing automation. This element here by itself, if you want to get it yourself, and I can tell you where you can go, it's going to cost you more or less $1,200 a year. Just this one here. As part of the package that we give you at no cost to you if you're contracted with 5 carriers with us. So the point is that we have all these different elements that are part of the packages that we give you for free at no cost to you, but you need to, number one, be associated with us, and number two, participate in all the different trainings and all the processes. So these are our different packages. Call one of our digital marketing trainers, and they can go over you with some of these packages, okay? And now I want to finish today by introducing our TV channel, okay? This is one of the last elements in video marketing. You see, when you do videos, as we mentioned before, you can do videos by taking a video, producing a video, and then emailing it to your client. You can email them a video of somebody else talking about a topic that you want them to understand. But better than that, it would be that you create your own video saying exactly the same thing that the expert is saying. That expert doesn't know about that topic more than you do. And we need you to understand that and believe it. Okay? Some of these people that you see talking about Medicare Advantage, they're not even agents, they're actors. Okay? You know more than them, but you need to learn how to deliver the message, and we can help you with that. So that's video marketing, and you can place your videos in YouTube, or you can do an email marketing campaign, or you can post your videos as we did this morning in Twitter or in Facebook or in LinkedIn. You can place your videos there and look how much traction they generate and all that. But the big leagues of video marketing is when you create a sequence of programs, of content, where you take people through a process. Number one, they're going to really learn what you're trying to teach them. That's number one. And number two, when you go through a process like that, you will be recognized as an expert. That's the power of TV. You will be appreciated as an expert in a topic. And believe me, when you create those programs, you become an expert. Every time I create a program, you really need to learn your stuff, in order to be able to produce the program properly. So we have put a lot of different elements together, and one of them is the Roku TV channel. I'm going to just show you a little bit about the channel. The channel has many different things. We have agent development, and we have financial literacy for end users, and we have preventive services for older people, and we have a program. We're starting a program on cryptocurrencies in the channel, so we're working on that. So let me just show you how a little, and again, I'm not going to show you the whole thing, and I hope this works.
You're watching TFG channel.
So welcome everybody. My name is Al Castellanos. and I work with Premier Insurance Company, fall under 100% of FPL. So if you are on this side of the table here, there is an area there, a gap, where people do not get any type of coverage. So that would be unfair that somebody that is at 100%. So that gives you an idea of that's the type of programs. And again, we have all the materials, and then it shows you what programs are coming up. Zero help, and that would sound incredible, but that's the way it is because of this flaw in the law, and it's called the Medicaid gap. And again, I'm not going to get into the specifics of that. It will not apply. And we're just jumping around, just showing you different aspects of the channel. We want you to, and there are going to be commercial breaks, or we're going to be bringing in sponsors. And guess who can the sponsor be? Yourself. You can do a commercial of yourself at this point. For example, here we have a commercial of Prinsuco trying to recruit agents, just to give you an idea. But you can use this for many different things. You can be the sponsor of your own program, and you can promote other aspects of yourself by using this type of tool.
TFG channel.
And then you also have the Texas Children. Another, this is part of a program on financial literacy for individuals, for the ACA, and it shows you what's coming up, other programs that are coming up at what time. So if you're on this side of the table here, and in certain instances, and depending on the state you are in, just to show you just one last thing, we're going to finish here now.
Tonight on the TFG channel.
And guess what? You can be there. You can have your own program there if you do it right. And that there can be your digital brand. Remember, we told you we will create your digital brand for you. That will be your name. We can do it exactly with the same colors and everything, your first name and your last name. That's part of what we can do. So we can do a lot of things to develop your capacity to sell using videos. Use or take or participate. Okay. So we are almost running out of time here. I don't want to continue this process. Let me get out of here. Let me make sure that
TFG channel, American Institute of Digital Marketing. American Institute of Financial Education. Cryptocurrency.
So we're very serious about selling using video. That's the message that I want to make sure we convey here today. That's the one with Cashback Universe and with cryptocurrencies. We're going to also be promoting that. Okay, let me just get out of here. Let me X out of this. And that's the TFG, that stands for Total Financial Governance, TFG channel. And that is the channel where you can post your content if you decide that you want to use video for incentivizing your sales. And again, you graduate into this. It's not that you're going to be creating a video on day one for this. We have a whole process where you start by doing very short videos on very specific topics, and then you build into that. Okay, so that's how the channel works. And what I want you all to do is I want you to start looking at the channel. Okay, the channel where you're going to be participating. Okay, so you need to get your Roku streaming stick. That's one thing if you're not familiarized with Roku. By the way, Roku is the largest streaming platform in the world today. It has around 40% of the market. And the point is that our TFG channel, which is on the Roku platform, is right next to Netflix and Hulu and Disney and all of those. Okay, so we are right there. So what we need to do is, by working together and creating content, we can build up the audience for this channel. So get your Roku streaming stick, install it in your TV. I'm sorry, it's not in your computer, in your TV, but you can also do it in your computer, but in your TV. And then you're going to search for Total Financial Governance TFG channel. You look for that. You're going to see the logo there. You set it up, and now you have our Roku TV channel. Okay. Again, the idea is that you hopefully sooner than later see yourself as somebody producing TV content and programs that you can place in the channel, but you can also send them to people in emails and post them in Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook and all over the place. So that's the idea about this video marketing effort. Okay, that's basically it today. Thank you very much. Shoot us an email. We're gonna send you to everybody that participates. We're gonna send you an evaluation form. We want your comments. We want to make sure that you give us feedback on what we're doing, and we want to make sure that we cater to your digital marketing needs for your insurance sales. Remember, we're very specific about digital marketing tools to help you sell insurance products. So we want to hear from you and give us ideas or recommendations or comments that would help us tune up our effort and make sure that we become more successful in helping you and you become more successful in your selling. Again, everybody, thank you very much.